Hello students, children, parents of students of class 11th and 12th. In this series of mine, What After 12th? Today, Puneet Lokwani is with me and he is from commerce stream. First one we had taken science, so I thought of taking a commerce this time. And presently he is senior auditor with multinational company Deloitte. Big Four. We will ask Puneet only what are these big four. So first of all, welcome Puneet in my
Yep.
YouTube channel, and please brief my students about your profession, how you reached Deloitte, what are the subjects you had taken in 12th. First of all, tell us what were the subjects you had taken in 12th, and
Yep.
what procedure for getting into the college where you did your bachelor's from. So first of
Right.
all, tell us about your 12th.
Okay. So first of all, hi everyone. I hope you all are keeping safe in this pandemic situation. And thanks for having me on this uh, great initiative to help out the students to choose their career paths and sort of prepare themselves ahead of time in advance, so that you are aware of all the opportunities and all the challenges that you have. And I truly appreciate this initiative, because like I was in this place or during my school time, uh, to what to choose after 12th. I had the commerce stream with me, but what are the opportunities? So I'll try to uh, give my best for all the things that I researched at that time, and what all opportunities I think are there for students with commerce background. So first of all, starting with my introduction, after completing 12th in commerce stream, I pursued BCom honors from Hindu College, Delhi University, and I got placed in campus recruitment drives in one of the big four, which is Deloitte. And I got placed as an audit assistant. So, talking about the subjects that I had in 12th, I had the basic commerce subjects, which were business studies, accountancy, and economics. And apart from that, I had English as the language subject. And the optional subject that I chose was mathematics. And I would like to and like highlight this, that I would recommend all the commerce students to opt for mathematics if it's possible, because all of the top universities, including Delhi universities, always look for students with maths and English during the admissions. So these were my subjects in 12th, and I post 12th I got admission in BCom honors from Hindu College. So I was when I took commerce in class 11th, I was not very sure of all the opportunities that were available for commerce stream. So I, I was only aware of the chartered accountancy course, and I think this is the case with most of the students right now as well. In India, we are running for the CA. So I also started my chartered accountancy coaching with 11th only, and that was a huge burden on me. But then I researched a lot on what opportunities are available in commerce field, and I was truly amazed to see the number of opportunities that are available for commerce background students. Courses like CFA, CPA, ACCA, and even big universities like Delhi University, which normally have a flood of MNCs in their campus recruitment drives. So after my research on these, I made up my mind that instead of the chartered accountancy course, I would try my best in class 12th and try to achieve that cutoff percentage to get into the Delhi University. So my main aim was set then and there to pass my 12th with uh, around with over 95%, because I was researching the prior year's cutoff list for all the colleges that were there in Delhi University. And for commerce stream, I would like to inform all of you that there are three main colleges, three top colleges in Delhi University North Campus. The first one is SRCC, Sri Ram College of Commerce, which is the top college in India for commerce right now. The second college is Hindu College uh, for commerce background student, and the third college is Hansraj College. So these three were the main colleges for are the main colleges for commerce background student. And apart from that, there are apart from these, there are other colleges in South Campus, but uh, a lot of companies, a lot of big MNCs only visit the North Campus and these top colleges. So when I was researching about the cutoff list for these three colleges, I came to know that the cutoff percentages for these colleges is around somewhere between 92 to 97%, and for general category students. So I tried to so I worked hard on my 12th, and I achieved 96.4 percentage in my 12th and got admission into Hindu College on in the first cutoff list. So that was the first step completed on my one check on my to-do list. And it was a big step because being in Delhi University not only enhances your technical knowledge or commerce knowledge, but it also like enhances your soft skills, your communication skills, and the networking skills, which are uh, very much required in the corporate structure. Yeah. So after that, I was placed in Deloitte from my Hindu college, and uh, I have been Deloitte for 4 years now.
Thank you so very much, Puneet, for giving us this information. And Delhi University, wow, Matlab, that is the most of the bright students are aspiring for Delhi University colleges. And as you have said that I keep telling my students that the cutoff is 100%. You have to get 100% to get into the college of Delhi University. And it's very true, because you said you secured 96.4%, and that's extraordinary. So it's heads off to you. And another thing which you have rightly said was that most of the students, they think that if they are scoring good score in 12th, they should go for science only. But as you, and now the scenario has changed, and now everybody knows that there are not many opportunities in commerce stream also, and the bright students should go in commerce stream. So here I just want to request parents of these bright students that if your child wants to go for commerce and he or she has a like for commerce stream, please let them go to that stream, because commerce stream, there are not many opportunities these days, and the live example is in front of us. Puneet Lokwani is there with us, and as he said that there are three main colleges in Delhi University. Let me revise them for you. Sri Ram College of Commerce, then Hindu College, and Hansraj College. And he did his BCom honors from Hindu College. So very nice, Puneet. And as he said that his subjects in 12th were economics, business studies, accountancy with maths and English. And a very good suggestion for all the students he has given, that please take maths with your commerce subject, because for all colleges of Delhi University, English and maths are compulsory. Means you have a weightage over other students if you are having maths and English. So thank you so much, Puneet, for this. Now let us brief, or let us enlighten us that how was your journey in this Hindu college, and after that your placement in Deloitte.
Okay, sure. So before coming to that I would just like to reiterate what you mentioned about the pressure from parents to take science stream only after completing your 10th. So I faced the similar pressure when when I completed my 10th to take science, because most of my cousins and my brothers and sisters as well were from science background. But one thing what I noticed was that from all of my cousins and my sister as well, um, even after taking the science stream, post their graduation they did MBA, and for MBA they had to learn the basic accounting concepts and basic marketing principles, which are already covered in the 11th and 12th commerce stream. So I think that is something which encouraged me to learn these principles and these fundamentals of accounting and business from my earlier start in school. So yeah, so I just got pushed away with that subject. But yeah, coming on to your question about my college life in Hindu College and Delhi University, like I mentioned, um, being in Delhi University and being in top colleges like Hindu College was a big plus for me, because it not only enhanced my technical skills but helped me to enhance my soft skills as well, like communication, relationship building, and networking as well, which I think plays a major role in your corporate life. Because once we get hired straight from college, it's very difficult to adapt to that corporate environment, to communicate with people. And uh, normally, like when you work for MNCs, we are communicating with global clients, and at a big level, we are having meetings with CEOs of companies. So being at such a reputed college and having such great teachers, and the student crowd was also quite well, because uh, it's like the top cream of the performers of 12th. So it helped me to like enhance my communication skills as well, and helped me hugely on my personality development, which I was able to showcase in the placement drives that we have had in our college, and I got placed in Deloitte.
Thank you so much, Puneet, for taking us your to your journey from college life to the corporate world. And you have given valuable suggestions to the students that in their college life only they should focus on their communication skills and their
Right.
public relationships. So, because these are the two things which are going to help them in the corporate world. So, thank you
Yeah.
so much for giving them this information. And one more thing which I missed in the earlier this thing, that you said you did started your coaching of CA in 11th only. So that is
Yeah.
another golden tip for the students, that if they are aspiring for becoming a chartered accountant, they should start the coaching as early as 11th or even 10th,
Right.
so that it is going to help them a lot. And as you said that about 95 is the minimum they require to get into Delhi University if you are in general category. So
Right.
that is very, very important. They have to, because now I'm thinking that I should not address my series to only students of class 11th and 12th. It is for all. I think from 9th
Yeah.
onwards, one should start
Yeah.
preparing for what career he or she wants to pursue. Okay,
Right.
thank you so much, Puneet. And now let us uh, give some information about this Deloitte company and how you get into it, and what are the requirements for this campus recruitment drive. Means, what do they
Yeah.
want, and why should my students go for this course?
Okay. Talking about the placement opportunities that we have uh, completing this, after completing BCom honors from Delhi University. So first of all, these big four companies only visit only the North Campus colleges in Delhi University. So colleges like Hansraj, Hindu, and SRCC, and even some of the other colleges like Ramjas and Shri Guru Gobind Singh Khalsa College. So these are majorly the colleges that they visit, and um, in their placement drives they only take two types of students. The first are the professionals who have already completed their chartered accountancy courses, so that is the off campus placements, and these are held in their offices only locally in Gurgaon or Delhi, and people can apply once they have completed the chartered accountancy course, and they do not have to get into these universities or colleges. But if you are not a qualified chartered accountant, or you have not done any qualification like CPA or ACCA, then you have to say then the only option left for to get into these companies is through these top colleges in India. So these companies come around August every year, and uh, the placement process is very identical in all of these companies. So there are like three rounds of this placement process. The first one is normal written test, in which there are MCQs or one word answer type questions, where don't uh, they do not test a very high level uh, technical education, but they test your basics of 11th and 12th. So I would still like reiterate that your in accounting and in finance and uh, costing, your basics on and fundamentals should be very strong. And like they do not ask questions which are from your college education, but which are in your 11th and 12th, which are the basics of accounting, like the golden rules of debit and credit, and the basic preparing a bank reconciliation statements and stuff like that. So once you get through this written exams, the next round is group discussion, which in which there are generic topics like when I sat for placement, my topic was so on social media, is it a boon or a curse? So they get you in groups of 7 to 10 students, and they ask you to debate on this topic. Is it a boon or a curse? And I think from my experience, the main thing that you should keep in mind for group discussions is that you should stick to one argument throughout your discussion, and you should not change your argument based on other people's points. uh, Instead you have to like support your argument with some more examples, with some more facts. So they look for these skills, and once you are through from this round, then the last round is personal interview. And normally people think that personal interview would be very technical, to get into Deloitte or to get into PwC or KPMG. But from my experience, I can tell you that there is nothing technical in that interview. They only ask personal questions like, what are your plans going forward, and why have you chose audit, what interests you in audit, and questions like your hobbies, your internships, in case you have done any internships with college. So in DU, normally there are a lot of internship opportunities as well. So if you do those internships along with your studies, it's a big plus point in your placements. So so the main point is that the personal interview is nothing technical, but they see your communication skills, your personality development, your CV. It plays a major role on these. So I think from 60 students that sat in the placements for Deloitte, they only selected 4 out of those 60, and I was one of them, and there were three other people. So it's normally it's difficult to be those four, but if you see the procedure, there is nothing technical in it. It all depends on your soft skills, your communication skills, your personality, how you can make other person understand your opinions, uh, your qualities, and uh, one of the major question that they normally ask in every interview is your strengths and weaknesses. Normally people say that I don't have any weakness, but I think they are not looking for that answer. And so you must be prepared for these type of questions when you sit for these placements.
Thank you, Puneet. Very nicely explained. I think this is going to help my students a lot, that what actually they should have they must have had the feel of what actually the campus interview is. As
Right.
you said, let me revise it for my students, that it includes MCQ, then it includes the basics and fundamentals of your 11th and 12th. And then you said there is a group discussion. It's like a group debate where 6 to 8 people are there debating on one topic. And in this debate, you said that you should focus that whatever you have argued for, or whatever you have said once, you have to stick to that. So they basically see your power to influence other people. You should not be influenced by the other people's opinion, but you should have power to influence others to follow your opinion. So I think that is the big thing. And you have again stressed on communication skills. So I think communication skills are the major factor to clear all these interviews. And next, said that they are not asking any technical questions, because students always feel that they keep on revising the syllabus and all. So they are not asking any technical question. What they need is a person who is interested for giving his or her 100% for their company. This is what they are looking for. And for that, they will see your personality, they will see your communication skills, and they will ask you personal questions also, that whether you will be capable or you have the capability and capacity to work with them with a focused mind. So, and you said only 4 were selected out of 60. So that is creditable. So that the campus interview is really, really tough. It's not only, the struggle is not only to get into the Delhi University, struggle never ends there. There are struggles throughout your life. But that is part of our life, and we should not be scared from them. Okay. Now, tell us something about, because I have learned that you have taken many promotions also in your 4 years of journey in the Deloitte. Like you have some diploma course also, you have done CPA also certificate. So please tell my students that how with your full-time job you were able to cope with studying for these diploma and certificate courses, and you got your promotion so fast.
So coming to that, I think first of all, I would like to explain the concept of Big Four in case the students are not aware about it. So Big Four is nothing but a group of these 4 major corporations which are like on top in world right now for professional services, and these are PwC, EY, KPMG, and Deloitte. So these 4 companies are on top, not just because they have a lot of business or they have a lot of assets, but because they value their employees a lot. So as soon as you get into these companies, they invest a lot in you, and they have a lot of study programs and firm sponsored programs, wherein like I did my CPA, which is certified public accountant, and it is just like chartered accountancy course, but it has a global recognition, so you can treat it as a CA in USA. So for the CPA course, the exams are only held in USA and Dubai. So firm sponsors all of the expenses, your tuition fees for this, your travel, your hotel stays when you go abroad to give these exams, and they even allow 2 to 3 months leaves to prepare for these exams. And all of the tuitions and all are all web-based online classes. So this is one major point, major part when you get into Big Four, that they have these firm-sponsored education programs. So the learning never stops, because for bachelor students, they have just done their undergraduate course, and there is always that need to learn more of these technical knowledge, or qualify for something which is a professional certification. So as soon as I got into Deloitte, I was introduced with this course, the United States Certified Public Accountant course. And majorly there are just 4 exams in this course, and it covers all of the United States gaps. Gaps are generally accepted accounting principles, so it covers all the US gaps and US rules and regulations, and not what we have studied in 11th or 12th for Indian gaps or Indian accounting standards. So it's a new thing that you can add to your resume, or you can add to your technical knowledge. And then once you are a qualified CPA, your promotions are quite fast. Like it is already mentioned. So I got my first promotion in my second year, when I got promoted from audit assistant to audit senior assistant, and then I completed my US CPA, and I got promoted to senior auditor. So for after completing this CPA, you have to get a license for the CPA, and for this license, I had to do another course, which was this postgraduate diploma in public accounting from Amity University, because these courses are all based on your educational and your experience credits. And I was falling short of some credits, uh, uh, based on my DU education and my Deloitte experience. So I did this course additionally to like match those credits, and got my CPA license in January this year only. So yeah, I think this is a major plus point to work in these big MNCs, because they invest a lot in their employees, and not only in terms of money, but in terms of time and their overall development as well.
Very nice, Puneet. So you told us that these big four, as you said, these are the 4 firms which are worldwide famous for their accounting network. These are Deloitte, and then another one is Ernst and Young, then KPMG and PwC. And you
Right.
see, these companies, they invest a lot in their employees, like young employees like you, who have just joined them after their college. And very rightly, they have invested in you also, because as you said that all the diploma courses and the certificate courses which you have done after joining Deloitte were, the expenses were borne by the Deloitte only. And
Right.
got leave also for the preparation, and these
Yeah.
exams are held in USA or Dubai, and I think you
Yeah.
had gone to Dubai to give these exams.
Yeah. Right.
Papers in Dubai, and you did your postgraduate diploma in public accounting and US CPA, that is Certified Public Accountant, and this you did in being in Deloitte only, and you
Right.
you didn't have to spend a single paisa. Every expense
Yeah.
was borne by your
Going
company
back.
only. And
Right.
from auditor, assistant auditor to senior assistant auditor, and now you are senior auditor. So these are the promotions you have got after completing these certificate courses and diploma courses. Very nice. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Now,
Thank you.
Puneet, after now, I think my students have got a detailed information about this field.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, give me some positive points of being in multinational companies and working day and night, because I know you people are working very hard these days, though you
Yeah.
are working from home, but still at times you don't have time to even have your lunch. So that is the thing which I've
Yeah.
learned. So just tell me, what are the positive points? What are the plus points being in multinational company, and what are the challenges? First, let us focus on positive points.
Yeah, sure. Focusing on just the positive points, I think there are a lot of positives when you work for an MNC, and that too in big four corporations. And I think the most look for positive, or the most thing that everyone looks for in a company is the work-life balance. And uh, firms like PwC, Deloitte, like I mentioned, that they value their employees a lot, and there is a lot of flexibility in leaves, in working from home, and uh, many other things like PTOs, which are paid time offs, uh, which you can avail for family functions and all. So there is no strict approval procedure which is required for leaves and all. You just need to inform someone from team that I would be on leaves, and all of that. And there are like around 45 to 60 days leave which are already given to the employees, to the firm employees. And these leaves are apart from the all of the festival holidays and weekends and all. So I think the balance is never hampered. Like you can give time to family, you can give time to your work as well. I think the only point where it gets a little bit complex is during the months of Jan to March, because all of the filings happen during that time. And uh, there is a term for it. It's the busy season for these big four. Whenever you go to these placements, they already inform you that there would be seasons like these busy seasons where you will have to stay up late till like 2 or 3, because we are working with on-site teams based in UK and US. So at times we have to like match their time zones to ours when we are working. So I think in work life balance there is this one aspect wherein, like, for these 3-4 months we have to, like, there's a lot of workload and a lot of pressure. But I think once the busy season gets over, it it's very light. And in Deloitte there is one saying that we work hard and we party harder. So once the busy season gets over, there are a lot of parties, a lot of client lunches, meetings, dinners. And so I think all of those, that pressure and workloads, I think at that time we all think that it was worth it. So that is one major big plus when working in an MNC. The second thing that I can think of right now is the firm sponsorship education programs, like I earlier mentioned. Because once you have completed your undergraduate course, there is still that desire to learn more or to do something else. Because right now in your CV, the educational qualification is just 10 plus 2, and then the BCom honors. So and the company knows it, because they know if someone has come directly from college, they have to, like, they need to, or they desire to learn more and do additional courses. So they have these firm sponsored programs where they sponsor your MCom, they sponsor MBA, and then educational qualification courses like CPA, ACCA, and even for CA they provide leaves and all. So I think this is one major point, which is a big plus for all the campus hires and all the freshers which come directly from college to corporate life, that the company understand their needs and they provide this firm sponsorship programs. And not only in terms of money, but in terms of leaves as well. They provide the preparation leaves for all the exams and all. So, and there are no questions asked for, like, when is your exam or how much time do you need to prepare. You have to just prepare your plan and accordingly apply for all the leaves. So I think that is one big positive point. Apart from that, the another thing which comes to my mind is the global recognition you're getting. Like I mentioned, in audit or in tax also, we are interacting with global clients, and we are having meetings with clients, CEOs or CFOs. So we are getting that global exposure, and that experience working with such big corporations. And the clients for Big Four are not small clients. These are big Fortune 500 companies, and some very popular brands that you normally see on television or some big social media platforms. So I think to that experience is only available on these big corporate, big MNCs. And apart from that, every year there are on-site programs which are sponsored by the firms. These are known as secondments. So in these programs, the employees are sent for around 1 to 2 years to UK or to US, and their work with our US or UK counterparts there, visit the client sites, and gain experience there as well. And all of these, the travel tickets, hotel stays, and everything is paid by the firm for these as well. So I think there's a lot of exposure, not only in India but globally as well. um, Apart from that, I think the next thing which comes to my mind is the promotions and increment. So when normally, like I have a lot of friends who are working for moderate firms as well. Like there are names in moderate firms like Thornton and BDO. But what we see is, like in Big Four, the promotions and increments uh, are quite at a good rate than these other firms. So that is a big plus point. And I think when you get such an exposure, there is a motivation to perform well and to grab all these promotions. I think these are all the points that come to me for the positive ones.
So what I have learned from you, Puneet, about the positive side of being in a multinational company, and especially these big four firms, which you have experience of 4 years now. First of all, they
Yeah.
are employee friendly, and
Yeah.
they value the family life of the employee. You have got enough number of leave, 35 to 60, as you said, per annum. And then you said that the deserving candidate, the deserving employee is getting the chance to visit abroad also, UK and USA. And
Yeah.
everything, all expenses are borne by firm, your company. And then you said that they don't ask any questions if you want leave or if you have any emergency in your family. You have to just inform
Right.
them and take a leave. So that is very
Yeah.
good, in fact. And then you said that you have a global exposure, like you are having a network wherein you are interacting with the CEO of global companies. So that global
Right.
exposure is very good for your further development. So these are the positive points of being in this. Now, let us also discuss the challenges, because I
Yeah.
think there is no job where there are no challenges. So let us
Yeah.
make my students aware about the challenges also, which they might face when they are pursuing this job.
Okay, sure. I think the biggest challenge that I faced when I was placed in Deloitte was the transitioning from the college life to corporate life, because normally when CAs or qualified personnel join these firms, they already have that articleship where they have worked with corporates for 3 years, so they know how a corporate functions, and what are the organization structures, and all of these. And also they have much more technical knowledge than normally the campus hires have. So uh, my first year or first 2 years uh, were the ones where I was facing challenges to transition into that corporate life. So what I did was I tried to grasp as much as I could, not only in technical aspects but also in terms of relationship building, whom should we reach out to at what time, and what is the proper scalar chain that is being followed. Like uh, audit assistant normally communicates everything to audit senior assistant, and then it goes to the manager through or to the senior auditor. So all of these things are something that were quite huge for me for my first year, but gradually over time, I think I was able to learn those. And I think every campus hires that normally get placed in these face these situations in the first and second years. And apart from that, the another challenge was in my first busy season, because I was not used to like working late till 2 or 3. uh, at times of busy season there is a lot of pressure, because you have to meet all the deadlines for the companies to file, uh, and there's a lot of workload in those 3 months. So I think that was a big challenge, because during these 3 months, at times I felt like there was no work life balance for me. Like I was just working 24 hours a day, or probably 20 hours a day, and was just sleeping for like 3 or 4 hours. But with experience and gradually over time, I think I adapted to to that situation. And like right now, we wait for the busy season, because in busy season we have a lot of exposure and a lot of trainings in during those busy season as well, uh, with our UK counterparts and with our US counterparts. So we always look forward to it right now. And uh, for the work life balance part, we have kind of adapted to that now. Like these 3 months would be like this only. So I think these two were the big challenges. And apart from this, I can't think of any other challenge right now. But yeah, these were the two major challenges which I think every campus hire would face in their first or second year. But I can assure you that with time and with experience, and also with your promotions and your incentives, you will get that motivation to work for late hours, uh, or to find your adaptability, like how you should work over the weekend, because normally many times people who couldn't give their 100% and work for 11 hours or 12 hours a day, they used to work over weekends. And so uh, like I mentioned, there was this flexibility in this organization. Okay, you can work on weekends if you are not completing all the 11 or 12 hours a day. So I think these were the main two challenges that I faced.
Okay. So the major challenge for you had been that transition period from college life to the corporate life. You said that
Yeah,
the communication, the technical issues, the interacting with your seniors, everything was very difficult for first 2 years, and it was very
yeah,
challenging for you to get adjusted and to cope with. The second challenge you said is the different time zone. So you have to meet the different time zone requirements, and you are having the deadlines, the targets, which you have to complete on time. And for that, at times you are working 20 hours a day also. So that is another
yeah,
challenge which you face. And the third one you said is the period from January to March, because that is the audit period, and that is very, very
yeah,
busy for you people. And you always say, oh, this period has come and we are going to be very, very busy.
yeah,
So during these 3 4 months,
yeah,
you cannot think of anything else except your job. So very nice.
right.
He explained all the positive things and challenges. But like you said, that we say that work hard and party harder. So after
Yeah,
completion of this period from January to March, you people party hard also. So that
yeah,
is a good thing. And as learning never stops, you are keep learning, and the promotions, the opportunities of promotions are there, and everything is sponsored by your company. That is very good thing. Okay, could it now asking a man about his salary and asking a lady about her age are bad manners. But let me ask, in general, what is the approximate package you people get in the beginning when you join the company, the initial package?
Okay, so the initial package when we join as an audit assistant or as an tax assistant is normally between 4 to 5 lakhs per annum, and it is fixed for everyone. But after 1 year, like all the packages, like all these payrolls change, and in Big Four, the rule is that you will be paid according to your performance. So no one is allowed to tell their salaries to others, and everyone has a different amount of salaries after 1 year. But when you get hired, the initial package is 4 to 5 lakhs.
So you said the initial package is 4 to 5 lakhs per annum,
Yeah.
but after that, it depends on your performance. So after
Yeah.
1 year, everybody is having different salary, even if you have joined
Yeah.
together. Even if you have joined
Yeah,
together,
right.
your salary depends on your performance and how much you can please your seniors. So that is
Yeah.
you
Right.
have to impress your seniors, you have to work hard, and you have to perform better to get a better salary. Okay, what give me a feel of highest salary also.
Okay, sure. In Big Four, there is this concept of scatter plots. So we have this scatter plot charts wherein, based on the feedback from your seniors and your managers, they plot a dot on a graph, like where you are standing right now, and they have all of the other, I'm working as an audit senior, so they will have a graph for audit senior. They will have a dot for each audit senior on the company, but that won't have a name for them, which belong to which, and then there will be your dot in some other color, like you are standing here compared to all the other audit seniors, and based on that, you will get your increment or your package. So the highest performing seniors right now in Deloitte, I can tell, their salaries have gone up to from 16 to 18 right now per annum, 16 to 18 lakhs, and the lowest senior are still the lowest performing seniors are still getting around 10 to 13 lakhs per annum. So I think this is the main range in which you can achieve post 4 years working with Deloitte or any of the Big Four.
Fair enough. You have given us a very good idea that after experience of say 4 or 5 years, you can expect 10 to 13 lakhs package. And if you are performing well, and that was very interesting that they are having graph for each and every individual, where that is called, that must be the performance graph. Like we also have performance index for teachers as per our result, what result we are giving. So you people are
Okay.
also having performance graph, and on the basis of your performance graph, you are getting your increments. So
Right.
I think that's all. If there is anything else in your mind which I might be missing out, please tell me. I think we have covered everything about your the job in multinational company. I think that is the dream of most of the youth these days, that they should get into a good multinational company. And during lockdown, very few companies were there which can survive, because most of them don't survive, and they had to fire their employees, and the employees were sitting idle or with 50% of salary or with 30% of salary. But there are few good firms like Deloitte and other IT companies, where there was no effect, and the employees are working from home, and as good, even better than what they used to do in their infrastructure offices and all. So thank you so much, Puneet, for giving very good idea about this field. And the first and foremost important thing is that Don't think that commerce is for the students who are scoring less. Commerce is, there are not many opportunities. Go for it if you have a like for it. Thank you so much, Puneet. Thank you once again.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.